Hey PJs, welcome back to another video. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe down below to become part of my PJ squad, which is always awesome. And as always, comment down below what you guys would like to see next, or if you just want to hop down there and say hello, I'll be answering as many comments as I can. So today I'm reviewing Parakeet slimes, and this is part 1 of 2 parts of the review. I purchased 3 slimes, but with her buy 3 get 3 free deal, of course I got a total of 6 slimes, so I decided to part this video into 2 different parts. So besides the slimes, she sent her business card, a little wristband with her Parakeet Slimes logo on it, some candy, and some borax, which is unlabeled, which of course I always recommend labeling it. So here are the 3 slimes that I will be reviewing in part 1. They all come in these blue screw top lid containers with her logo on the top and the slime name on the side. And I am really starting to love the blue color on the lids. It is gorgeous. Starting off, we have Burbs of Paradise, which is a tri-colored icy slime that comes with various fruit Fimo slices on the bottom. The colors did mix slightly in transit. The top color is supposed to be more of a yellow color, but I personally do not mind because mixing is definitely something that happens. As always, the colors were super satisfying to mix together, and I absolutely love the color it turned into. I think this type of green just embodies everything about summer. I don't know how else to describe it, but it is absolutely beautiful. This slime, along with the next 2 that I'm reviewing, had to be activated, but that was definitely something that I knew was going to happen because, like I've said multiple times, during the summer, slimes tend to melt. Normally I don't purchase icy slimes, but this one just looked so beautiful, and I haven't tried one of Parakeet Slime's icy slimes before, so I thought I would give it a try, and I'm definitely glad I did. I think the texture with this slime is absolutely perfect. It leaves minimal wetness and residue, which are the 2 main things that keep me from liking icy slimes, so I am so impressed with this one, and I honestly cannot stop playing with it. This slime is scented like pina colada, and to me it just smells super fruity and kind of outdoorsy, which I love as well. I'm also loving the sizzles with this one. They are mesmerizing, and I just could not stop putting this in swirls because of how fun it was to press down on the slime and hear all the sizzles that this one has. This is what I would honestly call a textbook perfect icy slime, and that's like a lot coming from me personally because, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of ices, so when I think it's perfect, to me that's a pretty big deal. So of course this one is going to get 5 out of 5 pajamas. Next up, we have Mango Popping Boba, which is a thick and glossy slime that comes with little mango boba beads. This slime has more of an off-white, almost cereal milk color to it, which I personally love, and I think it looks a lot better than just a plain white color. I don't know if it's intentionally a different color or if I'm just seeing things, but to me, it looks more of a off-white, maybe cream color. I did activate it, which is why it looks stringy in these clips, but once I did, it became a nice glossy and thick texture. This slime is scented like mango, but to me it smells like pears. My dad has a small orchard that I used to help with when I was a kid, and he would jar the various fruits that we got from the trees, and one of the things that we would jar were pears, and this honestly smells like those. I know that might not be a good description of what this smells like because some of you may not know what that smells like, but that's like the best way I could describe it. Once activated, it did become slightly tacky, but I think that's just because I had just activated it, because now that I'm messing with it after the fact, it is a lot better. But besides that, I absolutely love poking this one because the pokes just sound so thick, and I can't really describe it because you have to feel it, but something about poking it is just so satisfying. I don't know if it's because I haven't tried like a thick slime that didn't have a ton of add-ins like this in quite some time now, but I definitely miss it. And I just love and miss the Boba Pops of a thick slime because they are so satisfying. I also found it really interesting that the beads used for the popping boba are the kind that you'd put on like necklaces and bracelets, and not the kind that everybody's been using for like regular boba, which I actually really like these because I haven't tried like a popping boba slime before. It's always been regular boba. So to see smaller beads like popping boba actually is a really cool concept, and I'm glad that she didn't use the normal beads that everyone has used for regular boba. Overall, I give this slime 5 out of 5 pajamas. And lastly for this video is Mango Dragon Fruit Refresher, which is a clear base slime with a ton of different add-ins to represent the real Mango Dragon Fruit Refresher from Starbucks. And I do apologize, my lights just absolutely hated the crap out of this slime. Unless I held it at the perfect angle, it would not show like the true color of the slime. It just looks hella dark in this. I apologize, I was really trying to show it because it is a super gorgeous slime, and that's why I let it thin out here before I started activating it, but it was still kind of a fail. I don't really know, but I'm telling you guys, it is a stunning slime. And like I briefly mentioned, I did have to activate it, so I do apologize. These clips look a little weird, but I did my best to kind of show the clarity of it before I activated it, which was kind of a fail, but I tried. I absolutely love all the add-ins that are in here. There are little seeds to represent dragon fruit seeds, and there's a little dragon fruit charm and some ice cube charms that you can't really see, and then some other random fruit charms in here. And I honestly think that mixed with the color of this looks exactly like the refresher from Starbucks. I've had it multiple times. It is delicious, and this looks just like it. I'm also a huge fan of the scent. It smells to me like dragon fruit mixed with lychee. I definitely smell those two together, and then some other sweetness in it. I'm not really sure what it is, but of course it's not going to smell 100% on to the real drink. If it did, I honestly would probably have to walk outside in the middle of this review to touch some grass, because sometimes these scents are getting too realistic and it's starting to freak me out. So it was nice to see a little bit different of a scent. You will see in a little bit, however, there is a slight drawback to this slime. It does leave quite a bit of residue on me. In order to keep it from not doing that, I did have to like put an activator coating on my hands, and even though this slime is pretty overactivated when I'm playing with it, it still leaves a decent amount of residue, which you will see. So that was a pretty big, not really slight, like I said, drawback, but that was really the only thing that was bad about this one. And I've mentioned before that I'm going to be a little more harsh on clear slimes now that a lot of people are figuring out ways to either have coated clears or reduce the residue. So if the residue is pretty bad, I will start taking off for it, but I'm going to give this one like a 4.8 out of 5 pajamas because I'm not going to be super stingy with it. But with that, that is the end of the review, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. And for those of you who stayed to the end, sadly, I've hit a huge block of depression. I'm really missing my cat that died not too long ago. So if you guys have any like really happy, fun stories, I would love to hear them. So feel free to comment them if you have any. But I am signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.